Hello, 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 guys. Come on, come on. How are you guys? Hello, hello.
But the reality, I mean, they're not a car company. When you think about it from an investor perspective, this is much AI disruptive tech. Look, the issue here is same with Alphabet. CapEx investment, let's say in Tesla for physical AI when it comes to autonomous, when it comes to Optimus, but you're not seeing in your this gut check moment.
Oh,
I think patience is where it's in, right? Because from an investor perspective, if you put up the CapEx numbers, but then you show it, they'll get benefit of the doubt. And I'd say Alphabet is a different story relative to the type of growth that they're showing on the cloud. I think for Tesla, this is not just right around the corner. You have to ramp up robotaxis. You have to show the physical AI story. Look, that's all that Musk is doing. And I think there is a view
hello,
here
hello,
too,
guys. Hello,
where
come on,
with
guys.
SpaceX, and now of course Tesla, Musk,
How are you?
the two golden childs that he has, where this ultimately
Hello,
heads.
hello,
I just
hello.
continue to view it that we are still in the third inning of AI
Welcome,
revolution,
everyone.
and this is
Welcome.
the beginning of this. We'll get to AI in a second. Follow up on that.
Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in my live.
And there's by the end of 2020, by the end of next year, that SpaceX ultimately acquires Tesla. It's something where
You're more bullish than the most bullish of Kalshi traders right now. Kalshi has those odds 10% before November 2026, rising up to 63% that it happens
Hello, hello, everyone.
2028. Here's
Welcome, my
my
live.
question. Do you think that
Welcome.
all these Tesla diehard champions always are starting to shift toward SpaceX? That's who they love right now.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean,
I'm listening about
which are your children do you love the best, right? We still have both.
stuck also.
But I think from an investor perspective, it comes down to for Tesla, the
Come
AI
on,
story.
guys. Come on.
It's not about deliveries.
Come
but
on,
you have
guys.
to
Come
ultimately
on.
build it out. You have to have more
Hello, hello,
cities to
hello.
grow taxes. And Musk, on the conference call, I think there was definitely some caution, right? And I think maybe in some ways that's smart, but that's why the
Hello,
stock reacted
Maxi.
accordingly.
Mormon.
$1.3 trillion.
How are you guys?
Go do it.
When we do that,
Nobody's stopping
Hello,
you.
hello.
will be coming up by the way, apparently, which is the spending estimate on AI from these companies. Alphabet today saying they're going to spend more, stocks down a little bit in the previous hour. I posited to a guest that if they would have cut their spending on AI, the stock would be down a lot more than it is today. What's your take?
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, friend.
15% of the way through. The reality. If they ever make the money back on the spending, they have to. I don't. If they don't, there's no reason to spend it. I don't think there's even a question.
Hello, hello, my friend. Hello.
Continue to spend on capex, and you'll see that with Microsoft, Amazon, the rest of the hyperscalers. It's because enterprises, they're lining up on the use cases. The consumer piece, you've seen Apple, that ultimately is just starting. So it speaks to the point. This is Vegas, 1955, building the strip. I mean, no, that's essentially where they are. So for these companies, they will ultimately get in terms of as the stocks, but they cannot be short-sighted relative to this capex arms race that's playing out.
Vegas, if you didn't show
Hello,
profits,
hello
somebody's
everyone.
getting
Hello.
Intel reports after the bell today. What are your thoughts on it?
It's all about the demand story showing whether it's chips and Intel, whether it's hyperscalers, because what that continues to speak to, it's our view, this story is accelerating relative to demand, what enterprises are seeing. Whether it's
Hello
memory, whether it's
everyone.
chips, whether it's
Welcome my
hyperscalers,
live.
that's what
Welcome.
investors focus on, despite obviously what you're seeing today in the market.
You're saying not everybody got out of the desert alive.
How are you guys? Where to watching my live? Please comment, guys. Comment.
But yeah, you had great Sinatra, Zima, and everything.
And now you have the sphere. They want, your point is they wanted the sphere in the 1950s, but they couldn't have it. They had to wait for the investment.
If you told someone Sphere was coming in 55, what would they have said?
Two mega cap tech stocks are getting trounced today. Both
Hello,
Alphabet and Tesla
hello.
on pace for their worst day in more than a year, and are dragging down the major averages.
Hello,
The reason
guys.
here is that investors are just freaked out by their spending on AI. Next guest says, "Don't worry, Ken Ives of Yorkville, Ives and Co. joins us." I mean, that's pretty much your mantra. Don't worry, be happy. But in this case, let's talk about Tesla, number one. I mean, this is a company, I was just reading, its market cap is bigger than the next 36 biggest automakers put together. Is it just time for it to come down?
You heard that on Power Lunch.
Thank you.
It's look the reality. I mean, they're not. When you think about it from an investor perspective, this is much more about AI disruptive tech. And I think when you look at Tesla, the issue here continues to be, and same with Alphabet.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Let's say in Tesla for physical AI, when it comes to autonomy,
How are you?
when it comes to Optimus, but you're not seeing it in the
How are you guys?
gut check moment.
The stock
Come on.
is down more than 14%. Does this mean that investors just don't buy it?
I think patience is wearing thin, right? Because from an
Yeah.
investor perspective, if you put up the capex
First
number,
round,
but then you
finish.
show it, they'll get benefit of the doubt. I'd say
Tesla.
Physical AI story.
So,
That's all that must be.
yeah.
There
Next
is a
game.
view here too, where with
Next
space,
game. Oh,
now, of
so.
course, Tesla,
Oh no.
the two golden cows that
My
have,
egg.
you know, where this ultimately heads.
A boiled egg.
We're still in the third inning
Now,
of AI
my
revolution,
good morning.
and this is just the beginning of those.
Get to AI in a second, but to follow up on that,
Hello, hello,
this is Dan
hello.
Ives of Yorkville, Ives.
Hello,
Think
hello.
that Tesla and SpaceX ultimately merge.
And there's over an 80% chance by the end of 2020, by the end of next year, that SpaceX ultimately acquires Tesla. It's something where
So you're more bullish than the most bullish of Kalshi traders right now.
Hello,
Kalshi has
guys.
those
Hello.
odds 10% before November 2026, rising up to 63% that it happens before 2028.
How are you guys?
Here's my question. Do you think that all these Tesla diehard champions always are starting to shift toward SpaceX? That's who they love right now?
yeah, I think some which your children do love the best, right? So you can still love both of them. But I think from an investor perspective, it comes down to for Tesla, the AI story is the future. It's not about delivery, but you have to ultimately build it out. You have to have more cities from robotaxi. And Musk, you know, on the conference call, I think there was definitely some caution, right? And I think maybe in some ways that's smart, but that's why the stocks reacted accordingly.
$1.3 trillion. I should do like the doctor.
Go do it.
No.
Nobody's stopping you.
A new movie coming up on
Hello, guys.
which is
Welcome
the spending estimate
everyone.
on AI companies. Alphabet today.
I hope you guys also enjoying
Previous hour, I posited to a guest.
in this
If
game.
they would have cut their spending on AI, the stock would be down a lot more than it is today. What's your take?
This is an arms race that's playing out, and we're only 15% of the way through. The reality.
Will they ever make the money back on the spending? They have to.
I don't.
If they don't, there's no reason to spend it.
I don't think there's even a question. And to some extent, the fact that they
Hello,
continue to spend on
hello.
capex, and you'll see that with Microsoft, so with Amazon, the rest of the hyperscalers. It's because enterprises, they're lining up on the use cases. the consumer piece, you've seen Apple. That
You guys also can learn
so it speaks to the point.
about
This is Vegas,
stock,
1955, building the strip. I mean, no, that's
about
essentially where they
Tesla.
are. So for these companies, they will ultimately get on the chin in terms of as the stock. But they
Who know about
cannot be
stock?
short-sighted relative to this capex arms
Please
race.
comment, guys.
Vegas, if you didn't show profit, somebody was getting kneecapped. Intel reports after the bell today. What are your thoughts on it?
It's all about the demand story showing whether it's chips and Intel, whether it's hyperscalers, because
Hello,
what
hello,
that
hello,
continues to speak to,
hello.
it's our view, this story is accelerating relative to demand, what enterprises are seeing. Whether it's memory, whether it's chips, whether it's hyperscalers, that's what investors focus on, despite obviously what you're seeing today in the market.
I think not everybody got out of the desert alive.
They keep discovering bodies as the water goes down. So yeah, that's.
But you had great Sinatra, Dean
Hello,
Martin.
hello, guys. Hello,
And now you have
welcome,
the
guys.
sphere.
Welcome,
They
everyone.
wanted the sphere in the 1950s, but they couldn't have it. They
How
had
are you guys? How are you? Who are you watching my live? Please, guys, comment.
What would they have said?
Two mega cap tech
Comment,
stocks are
guys,
getting
comment.
trounced today. Both Alphabet and Tesla on pace for their worst day in more than a year and are dragging down major averages. The reason here is that investors are just freaked out by their spending on AI. Next guest says, don't worry. 10x of Yorkville, Eisenco joins us. I mean, that's pretty much your mantra. Don't worry, be happy. But in this case, let's talk about Tesla number one. I mean, this is a company. I was just saying, its
Why
market cap
sometimes saying
is
this game?
bigger than the next
I don't
36 biggest automakers put together.
Anyways,
Is it just time for it
I
to
will
come down?
play.
Put it on power lunch.
Thank
Next.
you.
It's but the reality. I mean, they're not.
Try another way. Tesla stock. Tesla testing key support. Market is crash, so a little problem. Okay, now I will play more game. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, friend. Hello. Oh, oh, oh. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome in my live. Which is my number? Which is my ball? Hello. Hmm. Hello, hello. Come on, guys. Come on. Where are going, you guys? Oh no. Very bad. Oh no. Very bad. Oh no. Oh no. Very bad. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Max, man. Max. छोड़े न जाओ परदेस मलाई दुई दिन मायालाई र बिर्सन कसरी तिमीलाई मैले I'm singing Nepal song, guys. छोडेर नजाऊ परदेश मलाई दुई दिन माया लाएर बिर्सिन कसरी तिमीलाई मैले Oh no, very bad. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. Welcome in my live, my YouTube live. It's now growing. So I hope you guys help me for monetize my channel. I hope, just can hope. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Paul. Yeah. That's called Paul. Paul. Hello, hello. Hello, friend. Hello. Welcome. Welcome in my live game. Paul. Paul. That is not nice. Not nice. Ah. And, it's not good. Not good. I play different games. I want to play other game. I want to play other game. Okay? Now I'm exiting.